Hello, in today's video we are talking about the count function. Now the count function in Excel is used to count the number of cells in a range that contains numbers. The count function disregards cells that contains text, logical values that is true or false, or empty cells. It also disregards cells that contains errors. We have in this example cell B2, B3, B4 containing numbers. We have B5 containing text. We have cell B6 containing a Boolean value, which is true. Remember, Boolean values are always in the middle. And we have an error value here, divisional error. We're trying to use the count function equal count, open bracket, and let's try to count the range of cells here. You will notice that it gave us only 3. That's because count counted that cell as 1, counted the next cell B3 as 1, and counted the third one, cell B4, as 1. Since this is test, it disregards it, and since the Boolean is not also a number, it's being disregarded, and the error value is also disregarded. So we can see that the count function only counts cells that contains numbers. If you want to use the count A, or if you want to find out all the cells here, we can use the count A function equal count A, open bracket, select the range of cell, close it, and now you can see that count A gives us 6. Why? When we type count A equal count A and open bracket, you can see that it gave us values, and these values count every non-empty cell. So count A function counts non-empty cells. So as far as there is no empty cell, it is regarded as 1. If I should change this text to slash, it's still 6 because it has value, it's not empty. But if I should delete it, it will move to 5. That is the count A. We can use the count A in examples like this. In this cell, this range of cell, we have names and we have the attendance. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Supposing that we want to find out the total attendance of every person, we can use the count A. So the count A is best used in scenarios like this. Equal count A, select the range of cells to find out the total attendance for each person, and since day 4 is an empty cell, that will be disregarded. So we have 4, and if we drag it down, you can tell that we had only 1 here because only 1 cell was not empty, and that was what was counted. If we delete that 1 cell, it turns to 0. So count A counts non-empty cells. What if we want to count only empty cells? What do? We have the same scenario here, and if you want to count only empty cells, you type equal count blank. So count blank counts only empty cells, close it, and we have 1. If we drag it down, you can tell that we have 0 here because there is no blank space here, and there is no blank space here, and there is no blank space here. Now let's get on to the COUNTIF function. So the COUNTIF function is also a function that is used in Excel, and the COUNTIF function counts the number of cells within a range that meets a specific condition. So let's say that we want to count all the cells that have green text in it. All we So all we do is type equal count if, open bracket, select the range of cells, and then the criteria is green. Count if there is green in this cell. If you press enter, we have 22. Let's try to delete one green to see what happens. And it changes to 21. That is count if. We also have the count ifs. And the count ifs function is used when you need to count cells based on multiple criteria. We have the month here, we have names. And let's see if we can use a count if function here. So equal count ifs, open bracket. So count if in this cells, range of cell A2 to A15, count ifs there is January, and then also in this range of cell, count if there is Ben Tasha. Now let's see what happens. You'll understand this in a bit. Now it tells us 0. We can see that we have January here, we have January here, we have Ben Tasha here in March, and we have no Ben Tasha again anywhere. And it gives us 0 because we are saying that count is there is January matching Ben Tasha in this range of cells. Now let's try to change this name to Ben Tasha. And then we have 1. So that means that it should meet that criteria and meet this before it's counted as 1. If we should change this January, if we change this October to Ben Tasha, you realize that it doesn't really make any difference. It's still 1. Why? There's Ben Tasha here, but that is October. That is not January. And it only matches it if there is January. So if we change this to January, then it automatically moves to 2. That's it for count, count A, count blank, count if, and count ifs function. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next video. Bye.